Before 9/11, I lived in my own perfect, idealistic bubble. I didn't know about hatred. I believed in fairy tales and that good always triumphed evil. I was 9 years old when the Twin Towers were hit. I was 9 years old when I first saw people die for no reason. I was 9 years old when I first saw such hatred. I was 9 years old when my whole life had changed.
When the second plane hit and everybody's saying, nope, that's not an accident, that's intentional. And then I called your school again. I spoke to your principal and she said, why aren't you here now? Everybody has came and picked up their kids, the parents or the OPE, they have came and picked them up already. And at that point, she was telling me that you were being evacuated to another school on 11th Street. So I should meet you at 11th Street. So what happened was that I called your father right away because he was in Chinatown to try to go to your school to pick you up. He called me back. He said he was unable because there was already barricades formed on Worth Street. So he couldn't even get close to your school, which was on Greenwich and Chamber. So at that point, I just left work and then it seemed like everything just stopped, traffic stopped and people were just running, to a different destination and it seems like the subway wasn't running, nothing was running. It just, at that moment, I was just trying to get down to 11th Street as fast as I can, and as I went further downtown from 44th Street on Broadway, further downtown, then you started smelling smoke. Okay, then you started seeing smoke. And then when I got to the school on 11th Street, that school, and then I saw your brother's teacher and I saw your brother and I asked her, I said, so where are the other kids? And she says, this is it. There's nobody left. At that instant, I started crying. And then she said, why are you crying? I said, where is my daughter? Where is my daughter?
In 4th grade. I was 2 blocks away from the World Trade Center when the Twin Towers were attacked. All I remember was just me and my 4th grade teacher and how we were the only ones left in my class. And we were just running. And while we were running, I couldn't breathe. The air was just full of debris and this thick smoke. I remember how we just ran. We ran for a mile or so. And then I just saw all these people crying for help while we were running away. We finally reached the other elementary school and I was looking for my brother because he left before me. I couldn't even find him and then I started crying and freaking out and then I finally saw him. Then a few minutes later I saw all these parents coming to get their kids and I was like, where's my mom? Where is she? Is she supposed to come and get me? How does she know we're here? What if she's in my old elementary school trying to find me? What if she was one of the white lumps on the ground? Or was she one of those people crying out for help? So I was so scared. I was scared about my mom, my dad. I was just wondering where they were and praying that they were okay.
At first I thought, it's oh my God, did I lose my daughter? So anyway, and then about 5 minutes later, we saw you coming into the school. And then you were with your teacher, and I'm sorry that you were the only kid that wasn't picked up from your class, it seems like, that you went through this, but then we picked you up and we met up with your father. And then while we were going to your father's business, remember where we were walking, and then we saw just people running, and then someone started yelling, "Bomb, bomb!" And I just grabbed you guys, and we just ran and just try to get to your father's as soon as possible. And it was just terrible. It was just, not knowing where was it really a bomb anywhere, or was it just happened in the World Trade Center? There was just a bomb. At that point, everybody was just basically paranoid, really paranoid.
After 9/11, I had these horrible nightmares. I would see the Twin Towers collapsing, and I just would start to cry, like literally cry while I was sleeping. And then just knowing how many people died, it hurt. I didn't know who they were, and I never heard of their stories, but I just cried because that was unfair. So after 9/11, a few years later, I realized that I couldn't let it affect me anymore. So I grew. I learned to grow from the experience. I learned to be more of a positive person and to be who I was before 9/11. I learned that I can't feel sorry anymore, and that I needed to open up, and I needed to live my life again.